Um, Hi everyone, welcome to another fine edition of Britfeel Radio. This is the first episode of July. Uh, Thank you for joining us, and um, you're in for a great show. Um, so, uh, to kick things off today, I did just want to provide some analysis on something that's been doing the rounds and has been a question that's been proposed to me quite a few times. Hi everyone, welcome to another fine edition of Britfield Radio. That question would be an analysis on the various birthday cards I've received and what they mean to trans people and why they are an appropriate gift within the trans community of people of trans backgrounds. So I'm just going to bring up a picture here so that everyone can see exactly what it is that I'm seeing. Just for a moment. Sorry. Just be a minute. Sorry, just a second. Okay. You might have heard some background noise. That was just me turning the PlayStation 4 off. Okay, just a second. Just a minute. Okay. So right now you might see a image on the screen. So this image shows 3 different birthday cards that I received during my birthday. So I just want to analyze each one and tell you why each one of these birthday cards is a good birthday card to give to a trans person. So first of all, you can see the picture of the unicorn. So there are a lot of elements to analyze here. So first of all, it is pink and blue and white. So those are all colors represented by the trans flag. Also there is glitter, and that of course is very attractive and shiny and unique. And the unicorn is a unique creature, just like trans people. So trans people very much identify with the unicorn creature and also the colors. So that's very appealing. So that's a 10 out of 10 on the trans scale, and I would absolutely recommend getting that type of birthday card for any trans friends that you have. Next up, I would just like to analyze the next birthday card there, the one with the butterflies. It's also pink, which is very nice, but butterflies represent a metamorphosis and a change, and trans people often go through changes, such as transitioning. So that represents, and being a birthday gift, that's got an extra layer to it as well. So yeah, so it all really falls together and comes around, and it's very good, and it's very deep and very meaningful, the symbolism of the butterfly. Okay, so yeah, and again, another brilliant card. I'd also give this one a 9 out of 10 on the trans. Actually, I'd give it a 10 out of 10 on trans scale as well. Last of all, we've got the football one. So again, that's also very meaningful because trans people are not just trans. They have got other interests as well. So I am a big Manchester City fan, and that card reflects that. And it says that you are not just trans, you've got your own specific interests, and you are a person beyond your gender identity. So again, that is a very deep and meaningful card. My family also got me another football card as well. So there you go. And just to answer a question in the thread, it was Shun who got me the unicorn card. So yeah, the PlayStation 4 has now been turned off. Don't worry about that. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed that analysis. I'm just going to let all of our super patrons know that Britfeel Radio is now live, so they can enter through the special viewing room and get their priority chats in. Sorry. And just while I have you all, I just want to promote the Huel link again. So we are affiliated with Huel, and there is a referral code I have that I can give to you, and it will get you £10 off, and it will also give me £10 worth of credit as well for my next Huel order. So that would be really appreciated. Just message me paulaboo@gmail.com or contact me on Discord. Oh crap.
How is the Huel diet going, Polar Boo?
Sorry, just a second. Just like on one of these images has disappeared. I just realised my my Discord tag has disappeared from the thing, the screen that people can see. But I'd say that since starting Huel, I feel more healthy. I'm going to the bathroom more regularly, for example, and yeah, in general, I just feel okay. That should be fine now. Just a sec. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Everything should be fine. Apologies for that. Just gonna check what that notification is. Sorry, just a sec. Yeah. So as I was saying, I do feel a lot healthier. I feel a lot more energetic. I feel like my sleep is better. Although my neighbour drills for like 12 hours every day. Not too sure what's going on over there, but it's very annoying. I tried banging.
I'd say they're probably breaking down the bones of the girls they kidnapped.
Oh, I thought you were going to say white raced it. Well, okay.
Do you think that what's the chemical makeup of Huel? So what do you think it is about it that's making you feel so good? Is it full of vitamins? Has it got like
that is
minerals
correct.
in there?
Huel is a nutritiously complete meal. It contains everything. So it's got all the vitamins that you need, all the other nutrients, and it's all plant-based, I think. I'm not too sure about that. And it's got over 50% of your recommended protein, got a low amount of carbs, well, from good bad sources anyway. And yeah, it's again not meal replacement. It's a nutritiously complete meal. So it's healthier than anything you could make yourself, really.
What do you mix it with? Water or milk or
just
what?
water. You can Huel your own way, but it's best to use water because one other thing about Huel is you can count the calories very easily. 2 scoops, 400 calories. If you want a mini meal, just 1 scoop, and that's 200 calories. So
400 calories is a mini meal, though, isn't it?
Oh, 400 calories is the normal. So that'd be your breakfast or your lunch.
What's that like for men? The daily recommended calorie intake's like 2,100 or something, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. Well, if you do exercise or something, I think you should probably just have about 2,000. So I'm aiming for like I'm trying to do under 1,500 so I can lose weight.
How many calories do you think are in a can of beer?
Just don't do beer, full stop. There's no reason to. There's no reason at all for anyone to ever consume beer at any point.
I disagree. I think beer is one of the fundamental foundations of British culture, and as a British woman such as yourself, you should embrace that culture.
Shouting on here, hi, and I
Did
agree.
anyone fucking ask what your name was? Did anyone?
Well, I thought I'd announce myself.
Or was there a conversation going on and you were like, let's just segue into something else?
Well, then after that, I said, and I agree that you should try beer more. It's part of the British culture.
It's disgusting. I've tried it.
I don't really like it very much.
And you only drink it to get drunk, so that's bad.
Well, that's the same for any sort of alcoholic beverage.
I disagree. Actually, I don't think you only drink to get drunk. I think you start off drinking to get drunk, but then as you develop a taste for it, you start thinking, "Oh, I could really go for a beer right now."
Oh, like me with energy drinks.
It's 10 a.m. I could really go for a beer right now.
Just take the edge off.
Yeah, and then you find out you're an alcoholic, and you're
it's
65 years old.
Smoke. They're like, oh yeah, I only smoke, so I'm less stressed. Like, well, why are you stressed? Because I'm going through withdrawal when I'm not smoking. Okay.
I actually think smoking never stops you from feeling stressed. Entirely is you're stressed because you don't have a cigarette when you're addicted. Other than that, I think it's just entirely social points. That is
Okay.
cool to smoke, right?
I just got some questions regarding the Huel.
Apparently-
So you take 500 milliliters of water and then you mix it with two scoops of Huel. That's 400 calories. Okay.
Is it a bit like Ready Break?
No, you put it in a shaker and then you drink it and you shake it. For example, if you can hear right now, that's me shaking a bottle of Huel.
I can't really hear. Can you do it a bit more loudly, please?
Okay. Could you hear that?
Oh, it's still really quiet.
All right, but still, you get the idea. So and as you can see, 500 milliliters would last you for a little bit. I like to sip it a little bit here and there. The flavors I'd recommend are coffee, highly, and vanilla is okay as well. But yeah,
Does the
regarding
coffee have caffeine
addiction,
in it?
I don't think it has caffeine.
Just flavored like coffee.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, just
I mean, you
regarding,
bought it and you checked it out.
well, it's a nutritiously complete meal, and it's much better than regular food. That's the important thing that you need to know.
I mean, it's not better. It's an alternative. It's not better.
It's equal, at least. It's
I'd
better.
say it's probably better than what most people on Britfeel eat nutritionally wise. I imagine it's a lot of microwavable lasagnas and
this is literally the best, though.
No, I'm saying it's better than what most people on Britfeel will be eating, which is those
of course it is,
things.
because this is the best. It's a nutritiously
Well, it's not better
complete
than
meal.
actual like
You
fresh
can't be better than
vegetables and
complete.
Well, you can do better by the actual fresh vegetables. And
Well, no, because this has got the things that make fresh vegetables good.
Yeah, chemical version.
No, it's not chemicals. I'm pretty sure it's plant-based.
Is it 100% organic and like derived from plant matter, or is it?
I can't provide a statistic on that, but
well,
it is.
You've got the bag in your bedroom, surely. You can.
Yeah.
I put it in the kitchen.
I'm a complete newcomer here, and you're defending a product you have no idea about. You don't know if it's got coffee in it for one.
If you can just give me a moment, I will find that information. It's nutritionally complete, convenient, affordable food with minimal impact on animals and the environment. Huh? That seems correct.
You you work in a call center. Is that call center for Huel?
No, it isn't. Unfortunately,
because you're pretty familiar, like with the slogans.
They've got good customer service, though.
Have you phoned them up?
No, I was a web chat, but they were good on web chat. Oh wait, here we go. Huel is made from an ultra-fine blend of sustainable ingredients: oats, rice, peas, coconut, flaxseed. Now, unique mix of vitamins and nutrients to provide you with a meal that's with all the carbs, blah 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 blah. 26 essential vitamins. Yep, there you go. See, perfect.
Have you? I just want to say, it's sustainable. Have you seen a coconut tree?
Well, obviously, we're not going to see coconut trees in Britain, are we?
No, but like, have you seen pictures?
There's other countries. I don't think. I don't know. Isn't it like a big palm tree looking thing?
Yeah, it's like a big palm tree. I don't think these are like high yield trees, to be honest with you. I don't really know if it's that sustainable.
Isn't there like a stat that like 10 people a year die from falling coconuts or something ridiculous? More people die by falling coconuts and sharks or something like that.
We will get back to that, but we have a super chat. Huel does come in chocolate flavour, but according to Eben, I believe, it's not tasty. But again, it's only £35 for 2 bags. So
even more. 150 deaths annually from falling coconuts.
Well, I'm guessing most of those people are white.
Well, coconuts tend to grow in like tropical places mainly, but I imagine it's probably a lot of tourists like, hey, let me take a picture of the coconut tree, eh? And then stand there like a stupid Dutchie and shake it and a coconut to the noggin.
Yeah, so
I reckon they've probably got native people up the trees chucking coconut down on people's heads. That's how these birds are happening. They're like, we're going to rob the tourists.
Fucking one as land back, fucking guerrilla warfare.
Yeah.
We just got a big question here. How do you feel about racism in the UK? Well, that's one of our super chats. That was actually a topic we were going to discuss today. And circle back to quite a few times. But how do we all feel about racism in the UK? It's quite a broad question, I'll admit. So we'll just start off with positive, negative. So my opinion of racism in the UK is broadly negative, but there can be some positives. How about the two of yourselves? Shout on. Would you like to go first? Would you like to tell us how you feel about racism in the UK? Broadly speaking, first of all, and then we'll hone in on some specialist points.
I think it's bad in a general sense.
Okay, cool.
You know,
Shutin, how do you feel?
I mean, what sort of racism are we talking about? Are we talking about racism towards white people? Because I agree, white people are filth, and we need to really atone for the crimes of our ancestors.
Yes, yeah, okay.
But racism against minorities, especially blacks, is totally unacceptable. And any form of racism towards a black person should be met with the immediate death penalty, I think.
Okay, and what about racism against Pakistanis?
Take it or leave it.
Okay, so we've got quite a mixed range of responses there regarding. Actually, the person expanding their question. They're asking specifically about racism against brown people like the Maghrabi, not brown people like Indian, Arab, and North African. Specifically, racism against brown people like the Maghrebi. How do we all feel about racism against the Maghrebi in the UK?
I don't even know what that is.
that is.
Maghreb is a
Okay,
like
fine.
city, isn't it?
Racism against the my best friend plump one guy. Should we be racist against the one who keeps crying about plump?
Oh, the Algerian guy.
Yeah.
No, I feel I've got a Scottish friend, and if they stop speaking to me, I'll be really sad too.
I just hope Plump comes back and tells him fuck off. That'd be pretty great.
I actually don't think he's even real. I think it's like
could be a Brit Normie law.
No, I mean I believe the poster's real, but I think it's like some sort of a Fight Club thing where he is both the Scottish friend and also the Algerian gay guy. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a long play there. I mean,
Yeah.
I enjoy the
think
posts.
many people care.
I don't know, I like him. I feel they're always usually very long posts, and they're an interesting read.
Don't ever read them.
And
ignore them.
well, they are quite.
What if Tommy Shark is actually plump?
I
don't know who that is.
Oh no, I don't
Tommy
think that
Shark.
looks like that.
It's the guy in the YouTube chat that's giving the super chats.
Oh, I'm not in the video.
Okay.
What, you don't have it open on 6 different devices?
No, we're just outside. Just came in.
Oh, I see. That's why we're only down to 5 viewers today.
Yeah, I just want to comment on something. Just a question we've got come in. Who is Cracky on the radio title? So Cracky was one of our co-hosts. Well, I say co-host, really. He was a guest who just didn't.
He was a co-host, I feel. He were on a few episodes.
He made himself a co-host. He just didn't realise that the guest spot was supposed to be like a one-off. And everyone was too polite to tell him to leave.
Can't help yourself but bully.
It's the truth, and now he's gone. I can be truthful about it.
What? You fucking what?
Last episode we called Cracky, please come back. You made the worst speech ever about wanting him back, and now you've turned on him again.
Well, no, I still would like to have him back, so I can apologise. But I'm just saying.
So you say, I'm sorry, but fuck off.
No, I'm too polite to tell him to fuck off. But yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, he used to do some radio shows with us, and it'd be nice if he came back and we can do some more shows with him. He is a fascinating person who does not have autism.
I mean, I think he does have autism, but he's a fascinating person and a nice guy.
Well, how do you all really feel about the Welsh?
Did anyone do the shout-outs, by the way? There were like fucking 7 shout-outs on my radio post earlier.
Was that? Was it on the most recent thread or an earlier one?
The one that's on now.
Oh, I am banned, so I've
1622.
You're going to have to read out the full post number, please. I should start
1622. I'm stuck at 17 still, so... Wait, no, yeah, okay, hang on.
Well, the shout-outs for Sage. and to make sure the Rochdale police get a very special shout out. But he wants that from you, Polar Boo. So could you shout out to the Rochdale police?
Fine. Well, actually, I don't think we've got police in Rochdale, so.
Well, just do it anyway, you know.
Also, don't read out any of these names.
Yeah. Shout out for my friend Bleep. He's a huge fan. The monkey hate community as well on YouTube. They're wanting a shout out.
Is that racist?
No, it's just like it's actual YouTube videos on video like of like actual monkeys like falling down and stuff, and like loads of people for some reason just sort of like comment, yeah, fuck you, and just hate monkeys, and there's like big communities dedicated to it, like just monkey hate, like actual monkeys. It's pretty bizarre.
Why would they have? Do you think they've ever even met monkeys?
I don't know, but it's I think maybe we should do a deep dive on the monkey hating community next week for an expose, Britfeel exclusive.
Polly, you've got to approach them and ask them to come on for interview.
The monkey gang. Well, anyone can do it now, can't they? Because we've got like a bunch of people invading the Discord coming from who knows where. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of unusual looking pictures here. Particularly, there's this one like brown platypus looking thing, and it's playing Hearthstone.
I play Hearthstone as well. It's a bit unusual that the only women in the thread both play Hearthstone, or used to. So, yeah, that's an interesting.
In the thread, who plays what other women in the thread?
in our little group.
Mm.
Anyway, so regarding a topic that I wanted to bring up, so I have arranged a flat, and I just want to make sure everyone is aware that this flat is open to anyone on Britfeel. If anyone's feeling lost or doesn't have anywhere to go,
yeah, no, come around, try it out.
If they're homeless and stuff, or like they've got nowhere to go.
There's like a really famous YouTube video, like some like really degenerate guy going, "Hey, if you're homeless, you're like you're gay, you know, come try it out, come around, beat me, fuck you, and all this lot."
Oh, this is
the message you're giving out now.
This is like Britfeel Towers. This is.
I believe you, Polar Boo. Like, I truly believe you will host anyone from Britfeel out of the kindness of your heart. I truly, yeah, I can get behind that.
It'll just be the same. What do you call it? Procedure as we have here. You've got to show your dick to Polly so he can take a picture, just so you never cross him.
Him. Right.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
So it's.
But do you even have do you have like a guest wing?
No, it's a studio, but I'm going to get a screen to separate the. I've got a double bed. It comes with the flat.
What about like a sofa bed? That'd be cool.
Yeah,
multi-purpose
futon.
Yeah, I was thinking of that as well, but the place already comes with two sofas, but they're both like doubles, 2-seaters, not 3-seaters. So yeah, I'm not too sure about where the person would actually sleep. Sleeping.
So you can only have like Zeus come round and stay. Sophie Poster, anyone else that's 5 foot and
DM. Yeah. Sharing a bed probably would be the best. Just head to toe if people are uncomfortable. On the same side.
Nah. If there's not a lockable door, nah.
So when are you moving in?
The proposed date is the 27th of July because the flat becomes available on the 25th.
Perfect. I'll see you then.
Shippy's actually going to help me move. So if you actually want to come up, it might be nice. I'll see if I can get some more people to come around as well, like my 6'2" friend.
Can't believe Shippy's going to help you move. What a nice non-pedo guy.
Yeah, he's got a car. It's because I can't move my television myself, can I?
So can't your parents?
What? Have you told your parents yet?
Not yet.
When are you going to tell them? It's pretty soon.
when Shippy comes round.
Probably after I've got to give them notice so they can set up their own internet because I'm going to have to call the internet people and tell them I'm moving. So.
Oh shit! Have you told your parents you're going to cut off the internet as well?
Well, I mean, I'm supposed to pay internet for them and for myself.
You're going to leave it until one day before you've got to move, and then you'll tell them. You're 100% not going to tell them anything, like at a reasonable time.
It takes you at least 2 weeks to move, by the way.
And they've got to get their internet set up, so they'll need like a little bit of crossover time. So
Right, so 2 weeks' time.
yeah,
Give them 2 weeks, I guess. Well, I'll call the BT people and tell them how long it'll take them for them to set it up in the new flat. And then,
It'll take 2 weeks.
are you sure?
It does for businesses. It might not for residential. Actually, I forget. Roughly.
Depends if they've got to send you anything or get an engineer around with Corona. I don't know.
Can you even get internet there? Are you sure it's like not a like just a random room they've just converted into like a place for you?
I remember, I think in one of the lower rooms, I saw they had like the Ethernet wire thingy. Well, I mean, I'm sure they have to be able to.
Message me the exact address on Discord later, and I'll check it for you.
I don't think you can. But,
Yeah, I can.
Okay, fine. But because it's like I think it's a new build or something as well, so it might not come
Oh
from the
fuck!
system.
Is it a new build? You're not going to get internet for months.
Oh, well, I mean, like it doesn't come up on some systems. I know that, like I was setting, because I remember I got a flat in this building before, and it wasn't coming up on the system that helps you set everything up and move and set up your electricity.
Oh no!
Hold on, I will get it. Oh, okay. There's
what are you gonna do though?
Nesca and Turbo.
Are they happily viewing or listening?
I don't know, but someone in the thread asked for him, so I'm just giving the public what they want.
Yeah, I mean,
Man of the
after he got like blown the fuck out the other day in thread with someone posting his girlfriend's nudes.
Oh, we've got one for Nubs and Congo George, and Fu Quan Car. I don't know what that is.
Okay. I think this is the address. Oh no, wait.
We shouldn't do it now. I'm just saying.
I'm just,
like...
just so I don't forget. I'll just send it to you now.
Hmm.
Oh wait, actually, I'm just going to double check that actually. Okay. She might have actually gotten the door number, the flat number wrong there.
This is a scam.
You're moving into a totally different place to the one you saw.
It's number 15, but you'll be flat 16 inside.
Yeah, I think she might have just gotten some of the digits the wrong way around. Sorry, I just really need to go to the bathroom.
It's all that fuel. It's the plant-based nutrients. They need to come out somehow.
It's when your system cleanse.
But yeah, shout out for Congo George. He's not even about, is he? He's too busy getting deep in that nubs.
They'll be listening together. They'll be having a right fucking shag sesh. Fucking, I can't even speak. Pretty high shag sesh to this.
Do you think they'll have sex more than once for the duration of the radio, or do you think they'll call it once and call it a night?
Congo George can go all night. He seems a type.
It's just like the beat of a bongo drum. It's just like
Poor old Ian, bless him.
Yeah, that's pretty deep. So rumor is that he's not been posting, right, because someone reported him to the police, or Nubs reported him to the police for harassment. I'm not too sure if I can believe that or not. Like, if that's true, I mean that's pretty out there, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe that, but we were posting quite a bit before before the tits thing. So
yeah,
maybe that was just like his last hurrah. Like, you know what, tits in a madria. But
I think he posted her like address or something, not address, but like the road name or something, wasn't it? I can't remember.
Something like that. I remember there was like a image of a road, and someone were like trying to find out where like it were from.
Yeah. There's a lot of autistic forensic like internet analysts out there.
Yeah. It's kind of funny just seeing an ex-couple having some big domestic on some random fucking shitboard on R9K.
Crazy,
It's
really.
Like, this is the place to fucking air all this dirty laundry in front of fucking like
just phone each other up, you fucking weird cunts. Like, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's planned. Maybe he is Congo George. That's his alter ego, and it's just like a ruse for the use.
That'd be pretty good lark.
Yeah, I think it takes a lot of determination to betray, that sort of intensity.
Then you have to have nubs going along with it.
Mm.
Or you'd have to buy loads of stick insects and shit like that. It's a bit of it's a lot of effort.
Mm. Yeah, I think buying stick insects, posting some random girls like
meeting up with Evan
passport.
next week.
Meeting up with Evan.
Yeah, because Nubs is meeting up with
Oh,
Evan
yeah,
apparently, so it's probably just Ian going
No,
down
I don't believe they're meeting up. I think that's all LARP stuff, right? That's just a joke. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's hard to say.
I don't know. I'm kind of surprised if anyone wants to hang out with Evan.
What do you mean? Polar Boo visited him. Shippy visited him.
Well, I don't know.
Tild visited him.
I thought Evan visited Tild, if you were catch my drift. Visited his anus.
I heard it was just a limp-wristed hand job. Rumor on the WhatsApp group for.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Thanks for sticking.
Shit.
Thanks for carrying the show while I was away. As I was saying, Huel causes discourse and stomach issues, but that might have actually been because I had an extra spicy chicken burger meal and it was slathered with spicy sauce.
Wait, you had a burger meal as well?
But I've only had one Huel and one burger meal today.
How many calories is the burger meal there?
I don't know, 1,000. So I've had 1,000.
You was just saying a meal was 400 calories, like 20 minutes ago.
A Huel is 400. And under a Huel diet, if you want to lose weight, you have 2 Huels plus 1 600-calorie meal.
I honestly don't think that this burger meal and Huel was going to help you.
Did you have a can of pop with it and all?
Yes, but they gave me regular Pepsi instead of Diet Pepsi. I've learned that it only has 93 calories or 95 calories, the can of Pepsi.
Is that per serving, or is that for the full can?
The full can.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not sure. Actually, no, wait, yeah. I always used to think it had 300, but that's just because 300 is the number of calories it has in it. I'm just going to double check the address of my flat to make sure that they haven't just given me 2 different addresses.
It's 139 calories according to nutracheck.co.uk.
They've probably updated it. But yeah, actually that door number is good, correct. So that is the correct address.
What's the door like? Do you have like a little peephole in case you can see, or do you have like a buzzer downstairs on the main sort of door? Is there like an intercom system?
Yeah, probably.
You didn't even look.
I don't remember.
How are you gonna get? What if your friends from Britfeel were like, Polar Boo, I need to come around. I've just been kicked out. My dad's just been banging on my door saying I need to get out of my room and I need to get out of the flat. My mum's screaming, my dad's screaming. Like they've disabled my laptop and I've got to come to your house. And then they're waiting outside in the cold and the rain and you don't even know it's them trying to bang on the door to get in.
Well, they'll contact me in Thread or on Discord or on my phone or email.
What are they going to have? What if they haven't got internet for the poor and homeless and in need and destitute?
Oh, that's too.
It's going to let them die out there.
They will find a way to contact.
What if their mum and dad disconnects their mobile phone contract so they get your address off you via email whilst they're at their home?
They'll just wait outside the door for me to come out.
What if they think it's all a horrible trick and they're like, no, this is it. So this is it. It's all over now, and they go and kill themselves because of you.
Well, then how about one if you lot put them up instead?
No, I don't.
If I rented a flat, I would let people from Britfeel come and stay 100%. Like you, I would.
I'm actually not too sure about having rented the more expensive flat now. Because I didn't see it in person, so I don't know how much bigger it is, and I'm not sure if it's actually worth the extra 50 quid.
You didn't see it in person? What?
Yeah, that's right, I didn't see it in person. Because I already saw, I saw the cheaper one.
There's no one living in there at the moment, though, is there?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, there is.
That's why I can't move in until the 25th of July.
What if they trash the place on way out if they're bad tenants?
That's bad then, is it? Well,
you have to move into their shit.
I don't think they're going to do a proper cleaning job in between the 25th and the 27th.
That's bad then, I guess.
Good luck. You'll see what happens. You'll figure it out.
Oh well, I can't, and don't worry about it.
A trip to Wilco, you get all your like mops and stuff.
It's in a different city. I don't know where Wilco is.
You'll have
It's
like Mr.
lockdown.
Rashid's corner thingy where it's all sort of his tools and uppriced shit.
You don't have Wilkinson's in Manchester or Oldham.
I don't know where it is.
Oh, you'll find out. You're gonna have to. You have to like
You're living
clean
on
all
your
your
own.
own stuff.
You have
Cooking
to
your
do
own
your
food.
shopping, buy your own stuff in, do your own washing up and cleaning.
We just need
Do you
to
wash your own
reach
clothes,
out.
Polar Bill?
Yeah.
Did you ask if the flat comes with
that
the
was a really limp yes.
with a washing machine?
And there's a shed, like there's a washing machine in like the downstairs bit. Like,
Oh, like a
and
communal one.
apparently you have to use like an
Ooh.
app to activate it and pay for it.
It's very futuristic.
Just regarding Plump's friend, get your shit together. This is getting pathetic. I understand you're sad. I felt the same way, but bitch, he don't love you anymore. So walk your fine ass out that door, okay? You hear me?
He's only saying that because they're having sex, Plump and Polar Bill. Behind your back.
What if Plump is Polar Boo?
Oh, did want a shout out though. This is a shout out to
Brit
Plump.
is Plump.
Guys, this is a
He's
shout.
Scottish.
This is a shout out to Plump. Just letting you know, your friend would really like to talk to you. So there you go, dude. Chill out now. You don't need to spam the thread in the chat.
Stop bullying Plump Poster. I think he's a nice fellow.
But he's horrible. But he's just chat shit to everyone who ever interacts with him.
Actually, there's an interesting thread post in the thread about me not checking to see if I can get internet in my new flat, and the person said they checked OpenReach before moving in. How would I go about doing that?
Where is this in the old thread or the new thread?
Old one.
Maybe you could ring the.
And I'm not ringing anyone.
What do you mean you're not ringing anyone?
Polar Boo, I work for BT. I can check this for you. That's what I was saying.
Okay, but okay, fine. I mean, you should be able to do it anywhere, though, shouldn't you?
You can, but I can do a more in-depth check.
No, but you should be able to get internet anywhere. Why can't you? Why would you not be able to get internet?
Oh, well, it depends on the location, right? Like, depends. Affects the type of broadband you can get. Affects the speeds you can get.
But I can still get an internet.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, if there's never been internet there before, then it will take ages to get installed. If there's been internet there before, they'll just install it. They'll just like turn it on.
Okay. Right then. That's fine then. That's okay.
But some new build places, like if they've not got the infrastructure, it probably isn't because they've got tenants already living in these places. But some like new estates, for example, if they're a small developer, they don't put the infrastructure in the local like estate, then it will just take like months and months. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Now there is just a post here about Darkman. I've seen Darkman. I don't think it's that good. It's got Liam Neeson in it. It's kind of not exactly a superhero film. It's a film from the early 90s. It's kind of horror-y, I guess, actiony, and I can't remember it exactly, but I think it's got Liam Neeson in it, and I remember it not being that good. It's okay.
Is he in blackface?
No, I don't think he is. Again,
I've seen this film.
What about Liam Neeson?
What would you give it out of 10?
Yeah.
Don't remember.
Wait. No. Well, if someone wants to make it their day to schedule around that particular film, okay, it'd be nice. Yes, that's right. It was a film made by Sami Rami. Rami. I can't remember his name.
Oh, Sam Rami.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I have seen this film. I remember the finger cutting off scene. Shit. Yeah. This was like on Channel 5, probably like fucking
Sony Movie Channel.
Yeah, but I'm on about a decade ago. I remember seeing it as a kid.
Oh, okay.
There's this film that I saw when I was about 13 or 14. It was on Channel 4 or 5, and it was a super fucked up film. It was like this guy that's like driving down the road, and they pick up a couple that are hitchhikers, and this guy like ends up sleeping with the other hitchhiker. No, this guy ends up wanking outside whilst the two hitchhikers are having sex, and then eats his cum.
That,
And then he ends up having sex with her, and then they have like a freeway sort of relationship. But the guys aren't having sex with her; they're both having sex with the girl, and they sort of end up like robbing convenience stores. Oh, for some reason, I've like got this vivid memory of this like film in my mind. But whenever I mention it to people, I must have watched it like 20 years ago. People are just like, that sounds fucking bizarre. Like,
yeah, are you
there's
sure
no
it
way that was
wasn't
on TV.
Yeah, are you sure it wasn't just a wet dream?
No.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but that Darkman film was pretty much that movie for me. I just remember the finger cutting off scene. I never knew what it were, but yeah. Found out now.
I think it's weird, isn't it? How like the times were very different when you was young. You'd like watch a bit of TV and it'd be, that's all there was. You didn't have the internet. You didn't have like much else other than like 5 channels, and maybe you can't even get a good signal on all those 5 channels. I just think, the world has
I think
changed
it's kind
so
of weird
much.
and all how like fucking like some random scene. Like I remember just that one scene from the entire movie. That's the only fucking thing that's imprinted on me. Like 10 years later, or 20 years later from when it came out. But like kind of that one bit that you remember.
Why is
Like, what made that?
Why did
the
it
thing
stand out so much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
has anyone noticed Plump Poster's posting style? It's really gone downhill. Now he's pretending like English. He doesn't really know English very well, so he's speaking in broken English.
There's a conspiracy that Plump is not the same Plump, right?
Yeah,
This Plump poster is not the same Plump poster.
exactly. I mean, like I was saying earlier about how his posts are usually quite well constructed and lengthy. This one was.
I can believe it's not him because usually it was just like one post at the start of the thread and a few other posts, and now it just seems to be non-stop, like compared to before, like relative.
Maybe you should start tripping. Clear up the confusion.
Shout out to Plump poster. Start tripping.
Tripping on drugs. Hey, yeah.
Fucking why, man.
Polar Bear, when you move into your new flat, are you gonna go the heroin addicted tranny way like Krona?
No, because I'm not living on benefits. I'd have to actually spend my own money on the drugs.
But what if you get a boyfriend who's also gonna like make you become a prostitute?
Well, yeah, that's fine then. I can use the prostitute money and his money on drugs, but I won't be spending my savings on drugs.
Why don't you become a prostitute without the drugs? And the boyfriend, make all your own money. You're a strong, independent woman.
No, you need to have a pimp. Every working girl knows that.
I mean, Paula can defend himself.
Himself.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you should have watched the start part of this video on the analysis on birthday cards and transgender from a transgender lens. I think that would have been really helpful to you.
I think this is an interesting point. Maybe trans prostitutes don't need a male pimp because they can have their alter ego.
They can have like
the masculine side, and they just like hit themselves, and they're like, "Fucking, you better work hard tonight, bitch!" And they just like punching themselves, and then they like get dressed up, and then they're like,
"That's not funny. It's offensive." And you're mixing them because you're conflating trans people with drag queens. Trans people don't have alter egos. Drag queens do.
They what?
Trans
alter
people,
egos.
Yeah, alter egos. That's what the phrase used.
Don't you put your alter ego on when you interact with your parents?
Don't you fuck off. Right. Okay. So let's just move on to a more serious topic.
I was pretty serious about that.
Meat on it. So let's just. So I'm just going to take a look here at the hot UK deals, and we can see if anyone's interested in purchasing a car, you can get a Seat Leon hatchback 2.0 for about £7,500.
How do you feel about Shippy getting fired before he even sorted you out a discount Mercedes?
Well, I don't want to give out too much personal information regarding that.
What do you think about Eben and Thingy meeting up, Polar Bill Nubs?
That's not happening.
Jealous?
That's not.
It's happening. It's happening.
Bullshit.
Didn't you see them exchange an email address or whatever it were? Evan said he messaged some email address of Nubs's, I think.
I think that's someone trying to get Ebbin's nudes.
That seems more likely. I hope they don't take advantage of Evan. He's quite vulnerable right now. But what you can all do is
Yeah, they'll
purchase
treat
Debt
him nice.
Standing with £20.
She'll be gentle with him. She's
from
took plenty of
Sex.
boys' virginities.
Oh, you guys might like this. Shipyard American Ale. 10 cans for £9 at Tesco.
What percentage is it?
Don't know. But
4.7%, I think. Shipyard.
50% off. Oh, it's a bit upsetting that you know that.
Why?
Like, just stop thinking about beer and just cut it out.
I
don't
worked in a
drink.
pub.
Oh,
Did you?
okay then. Fine. But you
What
get
other jobs have you had?
guys, Nike Air Max, £720. You'll like that, won't you?
Bit of a wheeler and
Shanty?
dealer.
You like your Nike Air
100,
Max?
120. Oh, it's 4.5, but 120 is not even a discount, is it?
100. No, Nike Air Max. Nike Air Max 720. That's the name of the shoe, not the price. It's £65.
Oh,
Yeah,
those are the ones with the big air bubbles in the bottom, aren't they? Like the whole way. Like
No.
I only go in for the exclusive sneaker drops.
I
Want no
will just
discount
send you a
shit, yo.
link just so you can see a picture. Actually, no, I'll send a picture to everyone.
I know what the 720s look like.
All right. Well, yeah, they've got like a padded bit at the bottom, I guess.
They all have. All their Maxes have.
I'll do a picture of one of the more colourful versions. Just a second.
I've got a pair of Air Max.
Oh, the 2090s, I think they are.
Okay, guys, I'm
Is
just
it
about to bring
Air
a
Max
picture in the
90s? I
thread.
think the second edition one. But I think I walked like a mong or something because the sponge just got like ripped out of one side, and now like it's really uncomfortable and it keeps like rolling over itself.
There's a picture.
Never buy a pair again.
There's a picture on the radio stream now of the shoes. If anyone's interested.
Why didn't you get some?
Can't see 'em.
Yeah, I think there's a guy I work with who's got these shoes. A different colour though. But they seem to be in this style. So it'd be a bit weird if we both got the same shoes.
What's happening with your
Where have you got the
your
shoes?
colleague that's coming back or not coming back?
Oh, he's decided he is coming back now. But my manager is leaving in the next 30 days.
Why?
Because his wife's a Mexican immigrant, legal Mexican immigrant. They came here to try and get a visa because it was more expensive to get a visa in America. They also spent some time in Spain. She's also sent her to Spain now for a bit for some reason, while he's in the UK working. She doesn't work, by the way, just he does. So yeah, in the next 30 days, they're expecting to get a visa or a decision on a visa, and then they're going back to America. Although she can only enter the country with him because she's an illegal immigrant, even though they're married. Yeah.
Can Mexicans not get visa-free travel to the UK then? Like a visa waiver? No idea.
Why would they? They're Mexican.
Because they're married to a British
like Pakistan.
national.
I think he's an American national now. He was born in Britain, then his family moved to America. So I think he's an American national.
On hot UK deals, here's a good deal for you. When you get your your new flat, there's a whole setup here like a AWT IT Ranger 3, AMD Ryzen 3, 8 GB of RAM, SSD, integrated graphics. This could be the setup for you for your video streaming.
Could start doing Twitch and stuff. Poorly games.
Yeah, that's an idea, but my throat does get quite sore, so I don't think I could keep it up for a full show.
You don't have to. You can just go back to normal.
So I'm just gonna have to actually get some water to drink. So if you don't mind, I'm just gonna disappear for
Polly,
2 minutes.
I could put on a fake Chinese accent for a whole show.
How about you just do it for 2 minutes while I'm away?
I'm pretty sure you already done that, didn't you?
Yeah, like it can't be that difficult to put on a voice.
I don't know. My mum went on holiday once. I had to do a female voice to get my internet back on. She went to like fucking Spain, and then like internet got disconnected for like some fucking unpaid bill thing she forgot to pay. So she was like abroad and couldn't ring them up on fucking on
So you had to
finger
pretend to
line
be
server.
her. Yeah.
I just like took my voice down a bit. Yes, just looking to get my internet back restored, please. Fuck it. I don't. The Pakistani, I really don't think they notice difference.
That's
Native Pakistanis in like one of those call centers.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I've got like a similar story actually, where I had to phone for my mum's like mobile phone contract or something, because she was like she didn't know what she was doing and she wanted to like renew it, so I had to phone them up. And I phoned them up to speak to some people in like Southeast Asia. Just used my normal voice, just used my normal voice and said, "Oh, I'm this person's name," for example, like as a woman, and then like he was like, "Okay, it's Miss blah blah blah." I was like, "Yeah." And then they just kept calling me Mister the whole time anyway. They just didn't give a fuck. But because I work in a call center, there are definitely people that have said, "Oh, this person is saying they're a woman, but they sound like a man," and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna say that I can't deal with them." But like, if they sound like a man, they could be trans, right? Like, you can't like discriminate on that. I don't think.
I mean, yeah, we had a great example last week, for instance, on radio.
I'm back again. What was that example?
What's it? Nesca, or whatever it were, Turbo's girlfriend. They phoned up and like it were a female's account. I'd be a bit thrown by the voice.
Okay, so yeah, they're
I
trans.
didn't even hear them speak.
It sounds like the odd phrase.
4 words.
Yeah. So one of the main things we need to discuss now is one of the hottest topics going on right now is The Last of Us 2. No spoilers. I won't be giving out any spoilers here, so don't worry.
Everyone dies.
He doesn't know. He's just making that up. Yeah, no spoilers. Don't worry. You don't need to tune
Gandalf
out.
dies.
Okay.
Gandalf doesn't die. He comes back. He gets reborn as Gandalf the White.
Nobody dies to be reborn.
He does die though.
He doesn't die.
Dead for a little bit, and he's not dead. He's like Jesus.
No,
I think he fell down to the depths of the oldest parts of the world.
The center of the earth, battling the battle rock or whatever. I don't know, Earth, Middle Earth.
Yes, my favourite Chinese is back on Just Eat. They must have just been too busy for that little bit of time.
Yeah, they do that on mine. I had a bacon sandwich earlier, so I'm not going to have all.
Okay, guys, on topic. So The Last of Us 2 is a game that I'd recommend because it's all like some game that you want to play.
I'm going to get a gin
because it's very story focused. So it's not.
What, The Last of Us 2? I've heard negative things.
Yes, because well, I'll tell you why you've heard like negative things, because there's a trans character. There are female characters.
No, I don't think that's. I think this is.
There's a Jewish.
This is removing. This is an attack against the genuine criticisms. Like people are like, "Oh, it's shit. The story's shit," and they're like, "No, you're just a fucking transphobe."
People think the story's shit because it's not focused on a straight white male.
Yeah, because that's what they was expecting, and apparently the trailer sort of made it seem as if that's what it's going to be about as well.
It did not do that. They were just taken by surprise that it wouldn't be.
If I bought a Thai bride and they turned out to be like a Thai husband, I'd be pretty upset too.
Well, I think gamers are too entitled.
Aren't you a gamer?
No, I play video games, but I would not identify myself with that toxic community.
I guess identifying as a woman takes up enough time.
Oh, cool. But someone's just given me a link to check the internet. Just a second. Okay, accept cookies. Scroll to the bottom. What the fuck? I can't see. Oh, here we go. Enter your postcode. 2 seconds. Just about to find out if I'm going to be able to get internet.
Not even going to list your address.
Go. Search.
Oh.
Get where? It's just select your address. Oh wait. The building is listed with a specific flat.
Yeah, not the flat. Like.
Yeah.
Good luck.
You can't tell from your input if you can get fiber broadband. If you've entered a phone, please try again with your postcode.
So I guess the radio's only got a couple more weeks left of life.
Why is that? Oh yeah, it's gone. Could do a live show from Polar Boo headquarters one day.
That'd be great. I would go.
Yeah, sure.
You
There's
sound
no
a bit like
Oh, sorry.
You sound a bit upset.
Just got to take out. This is a post coming about. There's no trans character in The Last of Us 2. The trans character is a supporting character, not one of the main characters, and it's just a throwaway line.
Chinese or something.
Yeah, one of the bad guys say, "Oh, let's get them."
I thought it was that ripped lesbian one.
And, yeah,
apparently not.
She's not a lesbian. She's straight. She
I thought she went out with that
sex in the game.
Did she get raped or something?
She does not get raped. That's consensual sex.
Yeah, but you never know. It can always be rape at a later date if they change their mind.
Yeah. I mean, it might have been in a position of power over her and subconsciously raped her.
Another interesting question came in. If the radio won the Euro Millions tonight, what would you do with the winnings? It's 115 million. So, Shutters, what would you do with 115 million pounds?
115 or 150?
115.
I think I would probably buy like a road of shitty, cheap northern terraced houses, like old miners' houses, and do them up for the Britfeel lads, and they'd call it Britfeel Street. And I'd pay the council to literally change the name of the road.
Rape and sex crimes would be up fucking 1,000,000% in that area, I think.
No, everyone's just going to be stuck in their houses. Like there'll be no one on the streets, and there'll be like the whole street of benefits.
I want my kids playing out on that street.
I'd also open a pub, the Britfeel Arms, but that would be in London. And I'd make it the first ever streaming pub where the whole pub's like opening hours are streamed, live streamed to Twitch and YouTube. I think that'd be quite cool. That's my business idea. And then the rest of it, I would probably just buy a couple properties in East Asian countries, and then that's it, done.
Test. Can someone say? Oh, okay, that's fine. Sorry. Yeah, apparently I'm a bit quiet to listen to, but that's just because I'm female, so my voice levels are higher pitched, which is why they're harder to pick up from the recording device. Yeah, so shout us, what would you do with 115 million? I think Shutter's opinion reflects a lot of Britfeel, pretty much creating Britfeel in the real world.
Try and get like a hostile takeover of like a third world country and just be this ruler and dictator and be an absolute bastard.
Cool. So you'd pretty much want to be killed by going out of a Western country when they realise you don't fit into their plans. Because
not before I set all the nukes off. Take everyone out with me.
I don't think you'd have any nukes, would you?
I'll get one. Don't worry about it. I'll roll into North Korea like fucking Dennis Rodman did. Call up with Kim Jong Un. 150 million there, go pretty far. We get something sorted.
Oh, okay. Myself, I'd actually do something quite similar to what Shutters said. But yeah, I would actually make like a giant Britfeel towers. And yeah, so
Big Ben.
Yeah, I'd also donate the money to anti-white organisations as well.
Get George Soros. He's funding them all.
So you're gonna fund?
You know that George Soros is we donated like 200 million to Black Lives Matter, and he specifically spoke about causing race wars before.
Is that Black Lives Matter or the Obama campaign?
Black Lives Matter.
That's a lot of money. Is there even like an organised, centralised?
Yes, there's a business for it.
There's a business for it.
I think so.
Can't trust it then.
Or to the leaders of the organisation. There's definitely a leadership structure.
I wonder if these people are going to share the money equally, or whether they're going to keep
Well,
it.
get out for reparations and stuff to the Black Friends.
Oh, they did give it out. Oh, that's okay.
I don't think they. No, I'm saying they should have done, but I don't
Oh,
think
they
they have.
should. They've just moved into a massive new mansion.
It's bought the stuff with like Air Jordans.
No, they've got enough Air Jordans. They just nicked them all.
Was that racist?
No, they definitely did it.
Okay,
I've seen the video.
That's fine then. It's not racist.
We're just reporting facts, like Alex Jones.
So I've pretty much got the platinum trophy on The Last of Us. Do you think I should try selling it on eBay or Sex? I'm not sure which way I'll get more money. It's £36 on Sex.
CEX.
Sex.
Well, I don't know. Can't you check the closed auctions for eBay?
Yeah.
Like, see what it's going for.
I'm actually just looking at the buy it now prices. Looks like 41-ish. And
yeah, but then you'd have to deal with the shipping and stuff with Sex or CEX, whatever. You could just take it in person.
£2, £5. Yeah. Okay.
And also, if the person that buys it on eBay screws you over, you just lost it. But CEX aren't going to say,
literally
we
never
didn't get it.
happened in like 10 odd years of selling on eBay. No one's ever said that the thing didn't arrive.
Maybe
this
could be the first time.
Okay, so yeah, I'll sell it to Sex then. So it's a bit weird since it was a birthday present. I guess I'll just give my sister her money back.
Oh, you could spend it on her for her birthday.
That's an idea. I think I'll just
Wait,
do
you've
that.
completed it since your birthday?
Yeah, I finished the story a little bit ago, and I'll be getting the platinum tonight.
Have you been working?
Yeah.
How'd you have the time?
What else do I do? It's just PlayStation 4 during my time off.
Post on Britfeel?
I've been unbanned and I haven't had the chance to reset the router.
Find pictures of Turbo's girlfriend and post them in the thread and pretend it's not you?
Seduce Turbo into a girlfriend in this country instead of in Spain or wherever they are. You and Turbo get it together. You could be a home wrecker. It's obviously got a type, like trans.
Okay, that was again. Trans people aren't a type.
Well, they are a type, Everything's a type. Blonde hair, brown hair, cocks and tits. It's a type.
So, what are your thoughts on Wumpa grinding? Isn't that really pathetic? The game came out over a year ago, and you got this guy still grinding Wumpa coins and Wumpa fruits or whatever.
I mean, I don't really see the difference. If someone enjoys a game and they enjoy grinding the Wumpa fruits, and you just try and complete a game as quickly as possible and get the platinum trophy, I don't really see a difference.
I see what he does is less pathetic. If he's got a love of a game and plays it over and over again to get the most satisfaction and completion out of it as possible compared to you running it on easy mode, so that's less pathetic. Running games on easy mode just to complete for platinum trophies is the most insane thing ever. You're just spending like hundreds and hundreds of pounds a month or whatever.
I sell the games after I'm done with them. I don't lose any money. Well, I lose a bit of money. It's more like I pay to rent the game.
What's the point? You it's just time waste. You're not even enjoying the game. You're just getting meaningless.
I enjoyed the story. It's a very deep story, The Last of Us 2. And most people probably won't get it even, but I do. It's about revenge, and revenge is bad because it doesn't make anything better. You just lose stuff.
But I've heard you talk about games you hate and just completing them for the platinums.
Well, to segue, it's an interesting question that was proposed. I find it easier to maintain relationships online in real life than online, because chatting, because I feel like you get more out of it talking to someone in real life and seeing.
What relationships have you got in real life as opposed to online?
Well, I meet Shippy regularly. It's been a while since I've seen my 6'2" friend, but I'm sure.
When did you see Shippy last?
Oh, it wasn't that long ago. It was before coronavirus.
It's
May.
4 months.
Oh no, that was May. Oh, let's just say March. No, it was probably earlier than that.
Was he? Did he still have his job then, or not?
Yeah, he was still working then.
Hmm.
It was before the lockdown. Yeah.
Does he come to visit you?
No, we met in Manchester once.
It doesn't sound like you meet up regularly. I'm not gonna lie.
We meet like every couple of months. January.
Yeah, it's
We
not
met
a
in
lot.
January and we met in December. No, and November. And yeah, every 2 months. So I'd say
Are you gonna like be happy in a relationship together?
I think that's a leading question. I think.
Are you gonna be in a relationship with him?
I think what you're actually asking is, am I going to have sex with him?
Sure, you're gonna have sex with him.
I'm about as likely to have sex with him as I am to have sex with you.
I mean, you've
So that's a yes
propositioned me
then.
before, so I'd say that's a yes.
Okay, take it how you like. Although when it's you and me, you're going to take it how I like.
It's definitely not going to be you and me.
Okay, well we've been yo-yoing around quite a few different topics, but let's get onto something serious. I'm just going to scan the Daily Mail website. I did find some interesting topics yesterday, but first thing I've got to point out is that we've been on lockdown for 102 days. Okay, just a sec, just finding a relevant topic.
Did you hear about how there's loads of Pakistani pilots that haven't actually got licenses, and it's like Pakistani aviation authorities going mental, or some aviation authorities at the Pakistani one?
No.
I heard about it. Seems pretty par for the course. They do it all the time here with taxi licenses.
I don't think you can be. I don't think they're gonna let pilots be like pilots without being proper pilots. Right? That's way too extreme.
Oh well, here's an interesting topic. A woman who looks white, and it was a heroin addict, was going to be Britain's first suicide bomber.
Oh yeah, I saw that, but she was still a Muslim.
Yeah, but she was white and a heroin
She wasn't
addict.
white. What's her name? It's like Safia Ahmed or something.
She obviously
like that.
changed her name.
I've sent the link. Yeah, Europe bans Pakistani international airlines amid pilot fraud, license scandal.
That's crazy.
Oh, I'll tell my dad about that. I'll show him.
My racism is always founded.
PIA is the only place that can like go to Pakistan. Flies directly to Pakistan, so he'll be gutted about that. They look proper white in the picture. They've got brown hair.
What, that girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like I mean, I know what you mean. She's like a whiter, like she looks like Iranian or something, right? She could be Persian, like
No. What the? Why are you so dead set on her not being white? And the fact that she's 36, only got one quick kid, she's definitely white. Oh wait, she converted to Islam in 2007.
Oh, did they actually convert?
Yep. Following the act of kindness by a neighbouring Muslim family.
Fair enough. I actually went to university with a girl called Yusra, and she said she was Iraqi, right? And I was like, what? Like, are you like mixed race or something? And she looked properly white, but she had like light brown, not even dark brown hair, like light brown hair. But she was like, no, I'm
like an upper caste.
I'm not white. And she was like, I was like, oh, you are white. And she was like, how dare you say what I am? Blah blah blah.
Probably dyed her hair.
But she's always posting on like on Instagram that she's like into Black Lives Matter, and like white people don't really know what it's like. But I'm thinking everyone that sees you, like 100% is gonna think you're white. It's pretty weird.
Yeah, well, I don't like Pakistanis like that. I don't feel like they're part of the Pakistani
Iraqi,
group.
not Pakistani.
Just gonna bring up another interesting article. Just a sec.
PIA has got it's pretty nice like trim on the planes though. I like the green and white. Looks
No,
good.
someone posted it in thread for me.
So you think of the Pakistani flag should become the British flag because they've got green and white as well.
It was a screenshot I posted a few days ago, in fact.
Holocaust survivor, huh?
Who was a Holocaust survivor?
Nothing, forget that one. Lonely drug addicts. That's what the white woman from earlier has been described as.
What are we thinking about the Hong Kong girls coming into the UK along with some Hong Kong guys?
Yeah, probably be a bunch of Hong Kong guys.
No, I think that's the wrong move. We need to go to war with with China. We can't. This is just treating
Pretty
symptoms
sure Australia's
and
offered
not
him
the
the
actual
same deal
cause.
too, though.
Have they?
I think so, yeah. They're offering him the same deal.
No,
I'll probably go to Australia.
Me too, better weather.
Because there are more of them there, aren't there?
Drink some VB.
Australia is basically China these days.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. There's more of their people there. They probably feel more at home.
It's hotter, so they're used to it. It's like sweaty, they're used to it. There's loads of Asians there, they're used to it. But maybe some of them, hopefully, will want to come and experience the white English sausage.
One can only hope.
Yeah, get some walls. Oh, do you remember that advert with the dog that was like mad for the walls sausages?
Sausage or everywhere. That put animatron or whatever, where it like move its lips and shit and talk. Yeah, mildly creepy.
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay, now I've got a good story to bring up. The famous Little Mermaid statue in Denmark has been vandalized with graffiti. The graffiti reads, "Racist fish."
And the Little Mermaid going to be played by a black woman now there in the new movie.
Yeah, but it's confused people in the country because no one really knows what it's about. But, even when
black racist fish, I don't know. Yeah, that's probably what it is. I'd be pretty annoyed.
So,
it doesn't even make sense, like evolutionary wise, right? You know, in the bottom of the ocean, all the things are see-through and like have no color because just nothing can see them, right?
And plus, like, what happens in like, and people are like, oh, I want to shag a mermaid to fit. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, lay eggs and you come on them. It's not a very satisfying sexual experience for a male.
Hmm.
I don't know. It depends. Some people are into that sort of thing.
One interesting topic I just wanted to bring out.
Just big news.
Also,
Shout-On has just been dumped.
Yeah, I was just about to comment on that. That was absolutely pathetic. You got like you got 20 odd guests you can call on, and then you just simp on Orcoid. That is pathetic. Sort yourself out.
Invite?
You pathetic subhuman.
You don't know what's been going on behind the scenes.
God, that is just such a pathetic. That is tragic. Tragic.
They've been having loving voice chats every night. Like, oh, I miss you, babe.
I've had a couple of voice chats, but not tons. And one video chat.
Did you have a video chat? Fucking hell.
Oh, for like 5 minutes. Said out Turkish.
But
then again, it's probably the Nordic. She's pretty blonde, so that's probably just the Nordicism coming through.
Each to their own. Who initiated the video chat? Was it you or her?
Her.
Fucking slag. Fair enough. Polly, when are we gonna when are you and Shout gonna have a video chat?
We'll meet in real life soon enough. Probably meet sometime in August. Because
I'm looking forward to the live Britfeel radio. I think it's going to be great. Like the video one when everyone's there and you've got your webcam on.
Is this going to be before or after you sort your surgery out? Get your nose or brow, whatever done?
Probably going to be before, but you can take pictures of me for the surgery.
Someone else can do that.
Yeah, Shippy might do it, I guess.
I'll move up to Manchester area and I'll be your pimp.
Yeah, you gotta be somewhat intimidating for that.
Yeah, I can be intimidating. Sort of.
Okay. Right. I did have a topic that I was going to. Oh, yeah. The topic was local lockdowns. So, as we can see, there are quite a few areas that have got resurgence of coronavirus. They are Leicester, Bradford, Barnsley, Oldham, and Rochdale, I think, are the top 5. So, is this all true? Or is it just the government wanting to lock down areas with high Pakistani populations?
Where were they again? Rochdale?
Rochdale, Oldham, Bradford, Leicester, and Barnsley. Barnsley is the white place, I think.
Yeah, but every other one is like pretty Muslim infested, right?
Barnes is a shithole. I hate
Moderate
Barnsley.
Pakistani.
I would argue that the people that have not stopped going to the mosque every Friday are propagating the virus, and that's the reason they need more lockdown, local lockdown.
I don't think the mosques are open because my dad got his praise in the downstairs room, in one of the downstairs front room.
Does everyone have to leave the room when he does?
No one goes in the front room
Why?
because the TV's in the living room.
What's the front room then?
It's the room at the front of the house.
And what's in there? So that's usually where people have a dining room.
Just sofas.
Just sofas. That's weird.
Yeah, no one uses the front room. We didn't do it in our old house either. My cousins don't do it either. It's because that room is next to the window that can see onto the street so people can see you.
Do you not have curtains and netting and that?
Yeah, but still, you get more privacy in the middle room.
I've never seen a house laid out like this. I don't know if it's a northern thing, but I've never seen like a front room, a middle room, and then like a
kitchen.
The
back room.
Simpsons have it, but I think that's the only fucking other people I know. It's like for people who've got like big houses, but like most people just have a dining room, kitchen, living room.
No. If you're lucky. I mean,
If you look at how many bedrooms is your house, Pearly?
Now, after the extension, 5.
5.
extension.
Yeah.
Well, up or left or right, or what, like up or back or both?
Up. Before there was only one upstairs bed, one top floor bedroom. Now there are 2.
Wait, you have ground floor bedrooms?
No, we've got ground
You've got
floor,
3 levels.
first floor, second floor.
Okay.
There's also 2 bathrooms.
What? It doesn't look big from the outside.
No, it doesn't look that big.
Yeah, because there's an extension on the top floor.
That must have cost a pretty penny. Your
That must just get a new house.
Yeah, well, my dad tells me that, oh, you're wasting money on rent. I'm going to tell him, well, you just spent all that money on a fucking extension and new stairs.
Maybe he's planning on having more kids, or waiting for when you have some little
My mum said that he's
grandkids.
planning on adopting. But that was over a year. My mum said that, oh, he's planning on adopting because that's what all the Pakistanis are doing now. You see them all around Rochdale, Pakistani adults with white children, because all of them are adopting.
No, fuck off.
Yeah, you do everywhere. Because no, it's true. And that's because that's just the new benefits cheap because it pays really well. And they're pretty much doing what they always did, which is just the same as getting benefits from your actual kids, but this pays even better.
Do you get extra benefits if you adopt kids?
Why would
you mean foster kids?
Fostering.
I think you mean foster kids, yeah.
I could just imagine sending some fucking poor little English kid like, "Are you my new dad? Bloody bastard!" Like, your dad don't even speak English. How's he going to fucking raise a child? An English child.
From hearing Polar Boo's dad's caring words, I think he might be a good foster parent.
TikTok, Samsung. Yeah, he knows it all.
He'll come in. He'll be the one that's like, "Are you okay? I'm just going to bed," and just the guy will be like, "Oh wow, someone cares about me," and that'll set him on the straight and narrow.
Yeah, but they don't speak the same language.
Of course, his dad speaks English. There's no way you can live in this country and not speak English, right? Like,
when they were talking to Pearl, he weren't speaking English.
that's because Paulie speaks Urdu.
I encounter
Yeah, but Paulie weren't speaking Urdu. He was speaking English back to him. They're both speaking completely different languages.
Yeah, so they both.
Yeah, so they both did understand each other. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's so weird. Speak to your dad in fucking Urdu, Pole.
You're very sheltered if you don't run into people that don't speak English on a daily.
Well, in England, I don't.
Yeah, I'm
To
in
be
England
honest.
as well. I've been approached by people in shops and stuff, and they're just like speak Pakistani, and they're like, I'm like, no, I don't
Well, that's
speak
more to the reason why they shouldn't be here. Fucking, if you can't speak the language and integrate, like, don't be here.
Yeah, it used to
I've
piss
never
me off.
once been in a shop and someone come up to me randomly and speak another language.
Oh, how? You're in London.
I'm not.
You are.
Mm, I'm not. I'm on the I'm just outside the London border.
Greater London, then.
No, I'm outside the Greater London border.
Oh my god. Well, at least I'll explain how you can afford to live there.
Still quite expensive.
Yeah. So okay. So white people, yay or nay? It's a nay from me. Nay.
I'll give him a year.
Yeah, I'd say yay.
Oh, okay. 2-1.
I'm not biased from an unbiased perspective.
I'm
Yeah.
biased. He invented modern civilization.
I think that was actually the Middle Eastern people.
Yeah, we've perfected it.
Sort of like religion, would you say? Like the Protestants are the best sort of Christians after taking it away from the Jews, and then the Italians.
I don't know, 'cause I don't like all the divorce and all that jazz.
You don't.
Nah, fucking get married. Yeah, okay. Made a commitment in front of God. Stick it out.
Divorce is a cornerstone of Church of England faith.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a fan of Church of England.
Ugh.
Trying to find. I was looking into churches the other day. In fact, there were one in my local area that the pastor got fired for racism. So my other crew was around there after lockdown. See what's
Have you
popping.
considered like a career with the church?
Not really. You know.
You could do like a church radio show.
I don't
probably
think
still get 30 listeners.
I don't think my views are progressive enough for the church.
Well, the church is very regressive, so I wouldn't be too surprised.
Not the Church of England. They're not. They're very progressive. They've got like female ministers or bishops, whatever they call them.
Do they have any trans?
They support gay marriage, and they probably do. You know, they probably do.
Have a trans minister do there?
I bet, like Christian trans minister. Let's have a look. Yep.
Okay. Well then,
we got a couple. Well, they got a couple.
Okay. Well then, are they using their donations to support trans people?
Certain avenues of Christianity are, yeah. They support LGBT rights and all that stuff.
LGBTQ plus.
What's the plus for?
I don't fucking. Probably, yeah. I mean,
non-binary, intersex.
I think they're contradictory to some of the other letters.
Well, the letters aren't all the same. That's why they're separate letters. We're just unified in our hate against straight.
But I think being non-binary.
The full alphabet is your name. Yeah. You don't leave anyone out.
Just got to give a shout out from Bradford. They're preparing for lockdown again. People buying shit in bulk again. Okay, just interesting. But yeah. Oh, and do teeth whitening kits work? Got a listener interested in that.
I think I just had a knock on my door. I'm really scared.
Probably your flatmate.
No, she's out.
Oh.
No, she forgot a key.
Oh, she's out on Friday night. Oh, probably getting some sex in.
Probably.
Okay, well, he's gone and scared. Okay, so one of the topics I just wanted to touch on for now was the Premier League. So Liverpool have become the Premier League champions. They did lose to Manchester City, which is very impressive. But but Liverpool are now continuing to try and get a points record. They need to win all 5 out of the remaining 6 games to get the most points ever in the Premier League. Is that something possible, do you think?
I don't know. I don't pay any attention to football. It's not really something that interests me anymore. I like a bit of Football Manager, the game, but no, not really interested.
Okay, so you're not white, huh? Okay, interesting.
Apparently not.
But you're in Sheffield. No,
Yeah.
But Sheffield United are in the Premier League and are 7th.
I were a Wednesday fan.
Oh, they're still in the Championship. But I'd have thought that'd be something that your people would be quite interested in. Maybe football over there.
Well, they are. A lot of people are really hyped about United, but
oh my god! I've just seen your reply to Arcoid. You pathetic simping cunt. Shut in. Can you just take a look at that? Yeah, just so for our viewers who can't see, Shoutout has replied to a woman who turned him down with a smiley face that's with a little sweat bead and smiling. It's simping. It's
emphasizing, the awkwardness.
Yes, the awkwardness of your simping.
Yeah, that's what it's all emphasizing.
Probably sums up their relationship pretty well.
Okay. Actually, no, I'm not going to ask that question. Never mind.
So the knock at my door was the Chinese, like half an hour early compared to what it says on Just Eat.
Oh, wow. Those Chinese—they're really working hard, aren't they?
They must know I'm a valued customer.
Just to dispel the simping rumours, I would like to add that fucking Ark was the one who initiated a couple of the, half the voice calls at least and video chats there.
Yeah. And how much have you donated to a Patreon?
About $1,000.
Right.
That sounds about right to me, to be honest.
So
I think you're just jealous I'm not subscribed to the Money Fans.
It's Monly Fans.
Is it Monly? That's gross.
Actually, wait, Money Fans sounds okay as well. We'll go with Money Fans then. So yeah, just regarding one of the top topics right now, is just 1 second.
Very prepared. So have you been up to anything this week, Shutting?
Just working. So my work has like an internal Facebook thing for like all the employees of the company.
Yeah.
And so my sort of like section of the company probably got like a good couple hundred people in, and they've got like a group that you can all post in. And I've basically had enough with the place, and I just like the other day I called my manager's manager a liar, and said they were like treating us like shit basically. And he was like, oh, okay. And then today I was like, why are these people that design these products so fucking stupid? Like, why do they name them silly things that customers they get confused basically? There's 3 similar products with really similar names, but they're quite different in some like specific things, and then everyone just abbreviates them to the same word. And I was like, whoever like planned these names is like should be fired, or like they should be given a thesaurus. And no one replied. My manager was like, you're committing career suicide. Like, okay.
I've just got I've just got some shocking news.
I don't think corporate entities really like jokes.
No, I don't think so.
The number of daily confirmed COVID cases is actually its highest level ever.
Because testing's at an all-time high.
Oh, okay then. Are you sure?
I mean, if you want to talk to anyone about COVID, talk to this fucking nigger. I know a lot. May as well be a fucking scientist.
All right, but it's still a bit weird that it's highest ever, even though the deaths are at the lowest.
Yes, because pretty much anyone who were going to die from it, which is the people who were pretty much like fucking terminally ill anyway, or fucking dying, or like bad lungs, or super old, have already pretty much had it and died. Everyone's got it pretty much. Like most people who get tested, like a lot of people who get tested have had it and been asymptomatic. asymptomatic. But the testing's at an all-time high now. So the cases are rising because the more tests that you do, the more of the population is going to show positive symptoms, while the deaths are going down because treatments got better. People, I don't know, and the people that were going to die have died. It's people who, I don't know, getting herd immunity to it, like a degree.
Okay, well, I do have some good news related to that. So on the topic of old people, a 72-year-old camper approached a 10-foot bison to take a photo in Yellowstone Park, but then she got gored and flung 15 foot into the air.
How was that good news?
Because she was probably white.
Well, yeah, fuck that bitch. So, don't be white. Don't be white around buffaloes.
But what if she's not white and you just said it's good news? Are you a racist?
Well, if she's not white, I'm really sorry for her, and the buffaloes are racist, and it should be immediately reprimanded for its actions.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I've got some good news for shouting on. What looks like a Chinese person has been fired from her job for saying all lives matter.
Yeah, I saw that on Paul. Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Yeah, agreed, because she's Chinese, huh?
Yeah,
What does she
she's not a real person.
Is this the Jewish girl that's
There
actually...
was that Chinese person who at Harvard who lost a job or a future job for saying that if anyone says white lives matter in front of her, she's going to stab someone or something, and well, that's unacceptable. You're out.
I mean, it's good to see it happening on both.
What's going on with you, Shout? Are you like in the bathroom and shouting?
It's shutting.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Because I was going to say, is he shouting from the bathroom? That's why
I moved my mic
up
up to my head so I don't stick my chicken balls in it with
okay,
sweet and sour sauce.
Fine.
Go back to eating.
I've just gone into the US news tab, and this is far more interesting than the stuff that's going on in the UK. Just a sec. And you've all seen about that white woman who pulled a gun on a black woman in a restaurant after they bumped into her, is arrested along with her husband and charged with assault. Crazy white people, and it just shows racism against black people, doesn't it?
I hope she gets off. I've watched the full video, and the black family were harassing a pregnant white woman, banging on a car and wouldn't let her pull out of the spot after getting all in her face and being very aggressive towards her. And she was just asking him to move out of the way while she could get to a car.
Is there any indication as to why? Just that, like
she bumped into the woman's daughter by apparently coming out of the restaurant, and they
walking? You mean?
Yeah, like walking out of the restaurant, like 15-year-old daughter or something bumped. Like pretty much them two bumped into each other, and her and the mother started screaming at the woman, and she was getting into a car, and she was trying to get in, and won't let, just blocking her and won't let them past, and just screaming at her and video recording her. And then she got in a car eventually, and then they stood in the rear. She tried pulling out, and then Joe tried jumping in Joe jumped in the way of the back and started banging on it and shit, and saying that she tried to hit him with the car even though they jumped into the way. Joe just outright abrasive and slamming on the windows and shit. And then she got out and told him to move away from the car with the gun, and he did. And she went. No one comes out it looking good, but I don't think she should have been arrested for it. Or if she's arrested, she definitely shouldn't be convicted for it.
With these gun laws, these things are going to happen, right? That's part of having access to guns to protect yourself. Is also
plus you're pregnant. You're trying to protect. You're getting harassed by 3 women, and they won't let you leave an area and just harassing you and filming you and attacking you verbally, and you're feeling fucking all scared and trying to get away, and they won't let you, and you're heavily pregnant. Like, you're gonna feel a little bit fucking worried for yourself.
Right. So, but secret, in her heart of hearts, do you think that she's racist?
I don't think that. I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, I think she is, and that's why it's okay what happened to her.
Well, I think if anyone were slamming on a car windows and not letting her leave an area and verbally abusing her and getting all in her face and shit while heavily pregnant, that no matter their skin colour, she'd have probably reacted the same way. And also specifically don't edit the video in a way to look like they didn't like getting all in a face and like block a car in and like fucking get all in a shit beforehand and just made it like she pulled it for no reason.
Some bullshit. You can't edit these videos and then like send them off. You know what I mean? That's fucking.
Oh, bad news for Sophie Poster. It turns out Sophie Turner is pregnant.
I thought she was already pregnant.
Yeah, she was already pregnant, but now she's visibly pregnant. So she's been pregnant for 3 months now. Didn't know that she was pregnant. But now I do. Haha, Sophie Poster. Bad news for you, huh? Let's see. Just a second. Just finding what else is hot in the news. Oh, an American man who beat his 92-year-old father to death because he thought he was a vampire is sentenced to 10 to 30 years in prison. He was white, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah, white people, huh?
Those crazy cats.
Because if his dad was, if he was black, his dad would have been a daywalker and he wouldn't have been able to tell.
That's a bit rude. I just want to make everyone aware that Hamilton, the play, the Broadway version, is going to be available to view on Disney Plus today. So you should get Disney Plus and you can watch Hamilton from there. You should 100% do it. Hamilton is probably the best piece of media to be released in the 21st century.
Shan't be watching that. It seems paused. Hamilton black.
The character playing the character of Hamilton is Latino.
Next.
Are you going to actually pay for a month's like Disney Plus subscription just to watch it?
It'd be worth it, but I can still use the 7-day free trial, I think. But it would be worth
so
it.
you're not really going to support one of the best pieces of media in the 21st century.
I've paid out like 250 quid worth of tickets.
But that's not
to a white establishment hosting them. The black actors probably saw nothing of that. You're just keeping the establishment going. You should have gone and seen it in like some small, like, I don't know, African run place.
That's not how
minority run place.
That's not how plays work. You can only watch.
Well, then you should make your own place. Spend like 30 grand on a premises. Host nights of colour, doing ethnic art.
When I go to museums, I go to the African bits. Isn't that support?
Dead Africans should support living ones.
Did you go to the African bit in the British Museum?
Oh, a bunch of bones and like clay.
I think I actually skimmed through that bit.
Because it's literally like one room.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's nothing there.
I think the Aboriginal. I think they've got an Aboriginal bit as well that I skimmed through, or that might have been another museum.
Good old Abers. Got some chips. That's my Abo impression. Could eat chips.
A 20-year-old black person has shown some special effects, and they've been praised by Mark Hamill, Josh Gad, and Disney's Bob Iger. So that's some positive news regarding black people.
Yep. That's really great for that black kid. Congratulations.
Hashtag black.
Yep.
Bad news here. Uber Eats has cut ties with BBC comedian Guz Khan, who fronted their ads. Guzzy, you're from like Man Like Mobeen?
No, I've never. I don't watch TV. I don't. Everything's too paused.
Is this on like actual TV or just like BBC Asia?
It was on Netflix and BBC Three. It was so online. And every episode is like a random length, like 7 minutes, 11 minutes. He's got a beard. He's on the Uber Eats adverts, but apparently he's been removed due to his disgusting jibe accusing Priti Patel of not liking curry. And I think that's disgusting because I think that's a very valid question to ask, because Priti Patel is a coconut. That means she's brown
Oh,
on
I
the
think all
outside,
racism is
white on
wrong,
the
and it should be
inside.
punished the same that anyone is.
It's
You
not
should
racist.
definitely lose that. Yeah, it is.
Oh, she is a
It's like
coconut.
calling a black person an Uncle Tom. It's denigrating, moving out of your lower socioeconomic styles or what you perceive as your culture, and bringing them down for that. It's a crab in a bucket mentality.
How dare you try and achieve anything more in your life other than gangbanging? You know.
How dare you not adhere to what I believe our culture is? How dare you act like what I believe a white person acts like or something? That's disgusting of you.
I reckon
Seems pretty
Priti Patel
racist
makes
to
a
me.
nice curry, to be honest with you.
Fucking,
I'd like to try.
I'd eat Priti's curry. Or a
Uh,
nice nan wrap.
what the
I think we should get
Why
Priti
is that so
Patel on the
sexual?
radio.
Oh, I can do a Priti Patel impression. Let's kill all the immigrants, shall we? But not me, because I'm special. Let's kill all the Pakis as well, but not me. And yeah, white people are so good, aren't they? Yeah, white people number one. That's my
You've just
Priti
become a
Patel.
lot more. You were a lot more likable then.
Oh, well, that's flattering, but yeah, I don't think I'd want to like anyone who thought that was likable. Priti
I
Patel is
actually
a
think
disgusting human
your
being.
white supremacy era was you were way more cool then. Maybe you should
Yeah,
go back to that.
What, you gave me crap all the time? You're like, oh, you don't vote for Labour?
I just like to give you crap.
it's a fun hobby.
Well, the world's oldest cat has just died. Aged 31.
Fuck it. Who cares? You're a cat. Had a good run.
Oh,
You tell us something interesting about your life, Pearly.
or I can just
So-
tell you about a bar worker who was 18, has killed herself. She was white and quite attractive. I'm just going to check to see if she's trans, because she killed herself in the gay village.
Where was this, in Manchester?
Yeah, she worked at Gay EY on Canal Street.
Was she did she kill herself because she had to go back to work after furlough?
Because society has been denigrated to where she had no self-worth. Sure, we're in a nice loving relationship with a traditional Christian man. Should have been fine.
I'd probably kill myself if that happened to me.
No.
Not trans.
No, she was just like a lesbian.
That's probably why then. Probably getting domestically abused by a partner, because lesbians have the highest rate of domestic abuse amongst all relationships.
It's because they're both women, so they both believe they're the victim and they can do what they want. But one of them believes it more, or one of them is more of a cunt, so actually just massively beats up the other one. And I bet they still think they're the I bet both of them even report the other one for domestic violence, even though one is the aggressor.
It's probably because nobody picks up the bill. They're all both like, oh, no, you're going to get this one. It's caused a lot of arguments. A pain in the way.
That's bigoted and disgusting, and that's not appropriate to say.
That's what we're aiming for.
Okay, I'm just going to do some marketing.
Kind of marketing.
The type where I make our sponsors aware of live radio.
When is Shippy coming on?
He's too
You
good
should
for
get
this.
Shippy on one time.
Well, maybe when he helps me move over, and maybe if he stays around, possibly.
Is that the plan? Have you discussed that he's going to stay over?
No, but he can't. He's got the option to save himself from like a. We'll probably get like some burger meals. From
Surely there's some other new places you can try as opposed to New Orlando's.
Well, no, because if he's visiting, it'll be nice for him to get to try out my legendary takeaway.
Yeah, if I went to visit Pearly for some reason, I'd have to have a New Orlando's burger meal. You got to live the memes. You can't go there and just get like fucking KFC or something. You got to live the meme. See what's. You got to get a
I get
review.
you. I'm just not sure if one of those burger meals is enough for me for dinner.
Yeah,
too.
what do you want? Yeah, just about to say. Or you'd probably want a side of Chinese. You fat bastard. That's what we're getting at.
It's not very nice, is it?
It's
Well,
not, is
Why
it?
Don't call Shivy fat. It's not nice at all.
Okay. Well, look, just gonna bring up one of the important topics of discussion that we need to bring up. Just going to navigate to my page of topics. It's not the Daily Mail this time. So video game developers ended racism by erasing the OK hand gesture from Call of Duty. Is that good?
Yeah, I think that it's solved racism. I think that there's going to be no racism online now, probably. About you?
Yeah, well, it's better off that it's gone. That's
I
definitely.
don't understand why the OK symbol relates to racism.
Because racist people keep using it. If racist
Because
people,
it's supposed to look like white power or something. Like 3 stuck up fingers is supposed to be the W. The ring and like downwards wrist is supposed to be the P. So it's like white power, apparently. But I don't see it myself. That's the reasoning behind it.
I can actually see it if I do the thing, like stretch my fingers out and look at it. I can see the WP, but I think that's a massive stretch, to be honest, for them to come up with this. Whoever thought of this has just got too much time on their hands. I think they're
It's
looking
like
to
everything at the minute. Like they're taking tons of episodes off of like streaming sites that contain like a blackface joke or anything, or like anything that might be deemed offensive in today's climate. I think anyone's just scared of being the next perpetrator, so they're specifically just censoring themselves to cover their own backs in a way, I think.
Well, how do you feel about Donald Trump possibly not even running in the next election because the polls are so bad?
I legitimately don't think he will. Like, I think his base of voters and right-wing voters definitely wanted a much larger response, probably, to the riots and protests, while he's pretty much done absolutely nothing about them. The economy's dropped off massively, which were one of his main running points. Like the economy were at an all-time high or something, and like the joblessness were at an all-time high. Like his main selling points for the election have completely just left him.
It's not really his fault, though, right?
Well, I think the riot response as well and protest response by his fan base.
Is that coronavirus number one? Like he failed the coronavirus thing. That's what I hear about in the media, not the riots.
Well, amongst his fan base, though, they're more annoyed about the, I think, riots. I think the general left wing are more annoyed about the corona thing, but they weren't going to vote for him anyway. But they think that him not like taking a bigger response, even though he wanted one, apparently, it was more the state leaders that like denied him, which showed he kind of didn't have any power over him. So it's kind of all looking bad for Trump. I definitely think, I don't know, if I had money, I'd definitely go on Biden at this point, even though I don't think either of them would be good.
Is Biden a Conservative Party politician?
No, he's the liberal one, the Democrat, but he pretty much got like low-key dementia. He keeps Joe like misspeaking and Joe like getting all things mixed up and stuff. Like when his main job is like being a public speaker.
He's going to cause a nuclear war. He's going to say the wrong thing.
Nah, I think he's just more going to be fucking sitting around and like riding in the back while everyone else sort of does the shit behind the scenes. Same as when Reagan had Alzheimer's. There were a few
Was
years
Reagan president when he had Alzheimer's?
At the end, yeah. That's why I think he left power, wasn't it? So
no, because he did 2 terms. He had to.
Yeah, he did 2 terms, but he had fucking Alzheimer's. To the point where, like, at the end of his term, they were pretty much fucking...
You can't do a 3rd term, though.
Yeah, you can't. But during his second term and towards the end, he was showing legitimate signs of Alzheimer's. They were just sort of propping him up and like, well, let's keep him sort of seeming like he's fine. Just keep everything going along until the next election. Because if we announce that fucking the president's out and we've got a fucking thing, it'd be bad news. I think like, who did Gerald Ford take over for? Wasn't that someone who got assassinated?
Nixon.
Nixon. Oh yeah, that were after the Watergate. Yeah.
Okay, well, I've actually got something very interesting to bring up now. So, white people make up 31% of the US population. I mean,
Is that all?
Oh, no, sorry, I mean, 31 white men make up 31% of the
Right.
US population. They're responsible for 80% of sexual exploitation of kids, 75% of child porn production, and 87% of child porn possession. Huh. Why do we think that is?
Because they don't have a higher percentage of Pakistani people there. So they have to obviously outsource it to white people.
I know there were that grooming gang that's just got done recently. Were pretty much all white, I believe.
Actually, the first response to the thread actually just is golden. Find one stat niggers don't dominate. It's the one that involves being around children. That's a joke about how black people are without their fathers. So when they've got children, they run away.
I think that's pretty racist, Pearly. Shouldn't be laughing.
That's actually quite a clever joke. Wait.
Don't hear you laughing though.
I'm laughing on the inside, but still, it's an interesting stat.
I agree. That actually is interesting. I wonder why America has a higher concentration of white pedos compared to the UK.
I think in the UK it's the same though, with white people doing the majority of those types of crimes. So
maybe they just have less overall child sex abuse crimes.
Stop saying they.
Per head.
You should say us because it's talking about white males.
No, I'm not a white American. I'm not.
Yeah, but they'll be the same here.
No, they won't. That's a bit of a stretch.
No.
Have you seen the film Hard Candy?
Yes. And the bad guy, the guy's white.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe all white people are rapists. I mean, we did rape and colonize different parts of the world. I'm starting to believe the narrative.
Yeah. So white people bad for those of us who are struggling to follow the conversation. White people bad. Apparently that stuff about the reason Shout knew about that woman pulling a gun on the black family is because it's all over Paul. It's the top story there.
Yeah, I like Paul. It's fun.
You're a racist.
I don't run it a lot, but I'll have a look. Well, by modern standards, yes, I'd agree with that. I'm just a well-informed guy. Sees both sides of the story. I think you're more racist than me, Pearly.
I'm not racist at all. I
100% are.
I've got white friends, so I can't be racist.
I think you are.
Another interesting: 2 blacks without driver's license crashed into a bus and decided to insult and fight heavily armed police officers. So it seems that people are being racist against black people. Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm gonna have to go. I just need a massive shit after this Chinese, so
okay,
it's not good.
Fine. We'll just limit this to a 2-hour episode. It's fine. I need to plan better, don't I?
See you later.
Wish you all the best. Lots of love. Money power. So you've got 6 minutes left. So what does being white mean to you in the 21st century?
Feels like a ball and chain around my neck. Feels like
it's a negative
target on my back. Yeah.
All right.
People don't like whites in the current climate.
So but you'd still feel like you've got more privilege than other groups, correct?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily, but that's
There's a lot
one.
of charities out there or like scholarship programs and social programs to help people of colour. Well, like a underclass or working class white guy from the council estate doesn't have those same luxuries usually.
Right, okay. So who did I have helping me exactly?
You could have gone to your parents for money, but you've entirely refused to involve your parents in this entire process.
But I mean like government assistance, so that's what you're talking about regarding council estates.
And you could have got a council house.
No, I couldn't.
Why?
So I've got a job.
So people who have got jobs are allowed council houses.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
How?
You don't have to be on social house. You don't have to be on social benefits to get a council house.
Well, I'll still be on a waiting list or something.
You would, but if you'd have got on it at an early enough time, you'd have probably got somewhere by now, or at least you'd have got somewhere a while ago, I'd imagine.
How? Okay, I mean,
Might not have been a great place, but cheap and usually sort of, I don't know, alright-ish.
okay.
Have you been on the dole, Paulie?
Yeah, it was just for about a year or so.
When was that? After uni?
Yes, 2016, 17. 2015, 16, I think.
Did you have to go to the job centre and everything?
Yeah, but they were nice.
They were never nice with me. I remember them very specifically always beefing with a gay ginger guy who worked there, Matt.
Probably because you
dickhead.
came across as lazy.
I probably did, but you know, I tried getting an SIA license, and he specifically said I couldn't. They wouldn't pay for one, even though they were like, even though when I looked it up at a later date, they should have paid for it 100%. But they were just sort of bullshitting me and wanting me to fucking faggot around and do other shit. Go on his course that he recommended. They'll lie a lot at the job centre. Not a fan. Preferred it when it were under Labour's rule. Under Conservative rule, it's a lot worse.
So your problems are wagey problems and not racism problems.
Why the wagey problems?
They just are. Overall, has 2020 been a good year so far for white people, or would you say it's been one of the worst ones?
It's been a bad one for everyone, hasn't it? You know, coronavirus and...
Yeah, but you can't speak for
lockdown.
everyone. You can only speak for white people.
Well, I can't speak for everyone, but aren't most countries being like adversely affected?
Right. Yeah, but again, black people have had to put up with slavery, and Pakistani people the Bengal famine. So this probably isn't one of the worst years for us. But how about white people? What's it like to finally have something go wrong for you?
I don't think anything's gone wrong for me personally.
Oh, right. So even with all of this, this is still okay. So white people
My life's the
are
exact same.
insulated.
I feel like I'm less able to post a nigger online than I used to be. It's the only difference.
So as a white person, you feel as though you have been not as adversely
Censored.
affected.
Nah, not really.
That's some white privilege for you, huh?
I'd say so.
So when we meet up, do you want to come to Manchester and stay in my flat, or are we going to go to Sheffield?
I don't really think we're going to meet up, to be fair. Unless like there were a bunch of other people there. I don't know. I don't think I'd want to do that.
Okay, well, go fuck yourself then.
I don't
I
really...
ain't gonna.
I'm good. I don't want you to. I don't really see what benefit it'd have, meeting up with you. I don't want to meet up. I don't want to probably meet up with anyone off of Britfeel, like one-on-one.
But you still want to meet Arco,
Gaio.
don't you, you pathetic simp?
They have a vagina. Unless like sex is on the table.
Okay,
Pretty much
it's on the
not
table.
interested. You haven't got a vagina there.
Yeah, I've still got a bum, haven't I?
Yeah, but there's a cock there, and you're also, Pearlaboo, and I know sort of who you are to a degree. It's kind of off-putting. The sex crimes and the other stuff.
Well, Andrew says he'll be there for the housewarming party. So if Andrew and Shutton are there, will you come? And Shippy?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah, I'd have to say.
Okay. Well, any closing statements?
If you've got a vagina, a legitimate one, fucking hit me up.
Okay. Good night, everyone.